Okay, sorry, a bit about that. I had to give it some files real quick. Now my computer was running slow. But back again to that wonderful moment where we left off till, my computer tried to crash on me. Yay, the joy of electronics. You wonder why religion's still a thing. Just wonder why. I know. But yet again, so the Hitler character, uh, his mask is just so cheaply done that it looks like something you could buy at, a Dollar Tree or a 99-cent store or some cheap, gimmick, something, maybe at most, maybe Evangelines or Halloween store, whatever. I know for anyone that's not in Sacramento, you probably do not know what Evangelines is. You've never probably been to Old Town Sacramento. It's probably one of the best parts here. This is not a sponsorship for tourism to Sacramento. This is just a comment about that stupid Hitler character. But yeah, the characters, even costume is so sloppy. Looks like something that some deadbeat bum would wear. And the characters, no, the cans obviously look like the cheesiest, worst, how can I describe it, monstrosity of, maybe a set of silicone, gloves or whatever for the character's costume. It literally, the guy's hands are either this way, or, is it, I can't do it. Like this or whatever. You know, the guy's hands look pretty much broken, long, and look like something out of I don't know a Sultan store for people at above 18 or whatever that you can buy. They does not look good. Why this film is probably a B rated, but maybe should be a Z cubed rated film. Maybe should just be banned or banned, or actually maybe our country should have a censoring of this monstrosity. Like what the dictatorship with the Third Reich did. Maybe. But yeah, so the character of the German fat boy decides to go after the Hitler character and fight him because, of course, we're going with uh, a B-rated film trying to be a first-person shooter, video game against a horde of fighting bloody Nazis because Hitler's gonna be the final boss! Adolf Hitler. And so, the guy goes after him and, hmm, ends up getting his butt kicked, and the female U.S. soldier ends up getting captured by Hitler, thrown against the wall, of course, because we have to have a hostage situation that looks so dramatic that I would want to just be like, fuck it, halfway off Hitler, I'm running, I'm going, goodbye, see you tomorrow, Auf Wiedersehen, sayonara. But, yeah. He ends up going after Hitler, tries to stab the guy, tries to go on Chuck Norris, and still fails. But ends up no taking Hitler's arm to his face, which is wonderful, or his head, which is wonderful, which I will show you the actual fight scene here. I uploaded a bit recently here for you to enjoy on Hitler Obsessed, so you can actually see how wonderful it looks. But eventually, the fat boy goes away. He grabs the girl, the damsel in distress, who probably with her military training could probably take on Hitler better than he can. And they run to safety, and he throws her into that pool of water. It's most likely frigid because it's not the Pacific Ocean. He's throwing her into it, summertime. It's cold water. Probably stagnant bacteria in it. Flushing bacteria. Great way to save someone. But he ends up getting, grabbed by the the Hitler zombie, and he tries to fight the Dawn monstrosity that I smell makes me want to feel bad for Adolf Hitler. And maybe you feel bad for it too. But until you notice that maybe the Hitler zombie was a good guy, because he did signal to us at the end of the actual explosion of that bomb I mentioned earlier that the audience would be put out of their misery, knowing the end of the film is almost over. This trash of tears that I'm putting you through is almost done. Finally, I'm almost here. And Adolf Hitler just lets us in because he has to sacrifice himself for the good of mankind. And the audience and the viewers of listening to this video. And eventually, everything goes black, all the video recording, shuts off, but eventually comes back on. And the German fat boy is dragged off by the American US Armed Forces there and held at like the next scene. Because like I said, our wonderful finds the plot holes. Going up again. And then he ends up being held in like it looks like a medical facility or whatever, hospital or whatever there. Maybe it's at the army base again, that convincing US Army base in supposedly Borchester Garden. More like Alta Sierra Mountain foothills, Grass Valley, California setting. But eventually, the I guess the general turns up. He's interrogating, but like the spiel of, just the usual, you know, interrogation session. Where is the guy with the car that has all the footage? I can't find it on this guy that I have. Or the girl, find him for me in his car and confiscate and do whatever you have to. This, that, and the other. And you end up with this what is it? No, he ends up, shooting the damsel in distress because, he can't leave any witnesses that could tell about it. And eventually, the scene cuts to after the German fat boy is, pleading not to be killed and everything. Uh, blah and blah and blah, to save his life. He ends up shot, and then he comes back as a zombie and attacks everyone, and that is the end of the film. In conclusion, this film is probably one of the worst we've had to go through on this journey because of not only the stereotypes, racial, anti-Semitic. I swear maybe the feminists found something offensive about that female character. The Trollmans, I bet I did too. I felt offense that the main character, and probably our best and wonderful friend, the Adolf Hitler zombie, because it was a monstrosity. It looked like something maybe I wonder, maybe that's why Hitler didn't have a hair.